Hello everyone, today is Monday, July 30th. It's 3:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about an hour before the regular session close. All our videos are recorded in real time. As often as I can, I try to do it before the market closes. In this case, it's an hour before the close. You can see my PC clock here, and then on my left is the time and sales, and you can confirm that the E-mini S&P at 304 is trading at 2806 and a quarter or so. Okay, it was another really fantastic day for the auto trader. First up is the NASDAQ on a 1597 Heiken Ashi chart. This has been really consistent for us, and I pulled it up this way because I wanted to show the indicator signal here, and it probably didn't get filled on our limit order, which is why it missed this trade early in the session, and then it took a bunch of smaller trades. It looks like it had 5 winners in a row here. These were all relatively small winners compared to this move, but that propelled it to its goal of 2250, I believe, and that's exactly what happened. So we hit our goal and had 1 tick of slippage. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on a regular 8 Renko chart with a higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 10, and there's a couple of small winners here, which was about $500 P&L, and then on this big drop here, which happened rather quickly in about 4 minutes or so, this put us to our goal on this chart, which is, well, 1750, so way over our goal. I guess the drop at the end here, you can see from here to here, the timestamp is the same, so it looks like it accelerated into the to the downside, and we had incredible positive slippage, probably $700 or so. So it was all about the NASDAQ today. Once again, the indicator signals here on the 987 Heiken Ashi tick chart, really solid, short and long back to back. And then the auto trader on this chart did 1655, and here again is that drop. So it goes both ways. Here's a long position. It was a little late getting out, but it recovered by going short, filling our limit order, and then our goal on this. Our goal on this is 1,000, so once again, extreme positive slippage. And this kind of magnifies the move here a little bit more. Okay, so I'm running this NASDAQ 5-minute chart at the request of a client, and an existing client that owns the auto trader, and this chart did 1410, and it's basically a pretty tight money management configuration, trailing the stop at 10% after 20 ticks profit. And once again, I think things happened so fast here, it racked up the profits pretty quickly. But this particular BWT client is trading this live and doing pretty well with it, as reported to me. Okay, I wanted to bring this chart over. This is the E-mini S&P in a 5 Renko, and it has a closed P&L at 150 and an open P&L at 175. It's short too, as you can see here. So if this follows through to the downside, this will end up nicely. This one probably has a goal of 750. So it's about halfway to its goal at this point, and it could easily be hit. So a live position here. Okay, once again, line break charts proving that they work. This is the E-mini S&P on a 987 tick line break chart, and we've seen this chart quite a bit. So a mixture of different types of trades, but some really excellent placement of trades here. And this doing 1287.50 P&L with a goal of 1300, so 1 tick of slippage. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on the Super Renko 2 tick. And while it looks fairly noisy on the 2 tick time frame for the NASDAQ, the higher time frame filter is taking the trades based on both time frames being in agreement, and that seems to have been working out pretty well. This did 1265 for the day. The goal is 1250, so we had a tick or so positive slippage, And this has been doing pretty good since I've been showing it. Okay, we have another open position here. This is the E-mini S&P in a 5-minute chart, and it's currently short 2 with an open P&L of 550 and a closed P&L of 137.50. So it had a mixed bag of winners and losers here, but it looks like it's on the way to a respectable return. I would expect this move to come down and test the lows here. Okay, another line break chart. The crude oil on a 30-second line break chart with relatively small profit targets. This one is basically going for 15 ticks and then trailing by 1 bar and 1 tick. And that seemed to work out pretty well. It did 1,000 shy of its goal, but still, if you look at the equity curve, looks pretty good there. Okay, another chart with open positions with strong P&L. The Super 5 tick has a closed P&L of 675 and an open P&L of about 450. And this has different settings. In the first one, it's trading 3 contracts. We're using a higher time frame filter of Super 6 on this one, and it is doing very well. And as I stated earlier, I think this will probably come down and test the low here. Okay, a single trade on the E-mini S&P Super 2 tick with the higher time frame filter, and the higher time frame filter is a Super 4 tick, and so this probably hit its goal of 750 with positive slippage, and that's what happened here. Very nice looking chart. Okay, this was the only DAX contract that made money today, the 150 Heikin Ashi tick chart, and this was moderately active. Drew down about 500 per contract before coming back in the US session with a number of winners and finishing at 650. Okay, the ES on a Super 4 tick hit its goal of 725 with 1 tick of slippage. And this is trading only 2 contracts. It's a limit order minus 1 tick. Okay, the crude oil on a Super 6 tick had a decent gain of 520 on 2 contracts in just a couple of trades. Okay, the Russell on a 500 Heikin Ashi chart did 780 on 2 contracts. Our goal on this is 1200, and it's a limit order with 4 ticks pullback. Okay, next up is natural gas, showing again on the 150 Heikin Ashi chart. This did 560 for the day on 2 contracts. I've just started showing this, and once again, it's on the plus side of the ledger. Okay, the Russell on a 377 Heikin Ashi chart has a closed P&L of 110 and an open P&L of 200. This is trading 2 contracts. Looks like we had an equity high of 500 and drew down, and now we're short again. So we'll see if this does come down and test the low here. Okay, the Russell on a 233 Heikin Ashi had a modest gain of 270. And that's basically all for today's video. Thanks for watching today.